Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for you that involves the masculine within the feminine as well. It is a general read, so if something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and hugs out to you guys. Hope you're having a good day. I was just meditating for you guys to see if there's a message, and I just kept getting Leo energy, like a lion shaped as a heart. So I was getting hearts as well. So Leo, lions, and hearts were coming up. The read is here. This is the main read, the SIRIAN Starseed deck, and the full read in front of you is here in case you want to take a snapshot and follow along from a closer perspective. There's a lot of cards. It's a 7-deck read for those of you not familiar with my read. And we have the SIRIAN Starseed deck as the main deck. We have Romance Angels. We have the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Numerology deck, as well as the Rider-Waite Mini, the Universal Golden Tarot, and the Gilded Tarot. And I usually pull at least an energy card for you guys. So today is the 27th of September. 27 is the Ace of Wands, which is that new passion, creativity, growth. The day adds up to 40, which is the Page of Cups. It's also a 4. 4 is all about stability, building, grounding, structure. And the 27 is a 9, so that's all about endings and selflessness and compassion. The 27 is the Ace of Wands, though we have the Ace of Wands is very strong and passionate, and then the Page of Cups, which is very soft and innocent and loving. So there's a bit of a contrast there, but together they can be very powerful. Let's see, I finished the SIRIAN Starseed deck, cut and deal, at 124, which is the Magician and the Queen of Wands. And then at 132, which is the Journey, I was getting F Flames. And then at 133, I was getting S for Sophia. And then when I finished clarifying, it was 144. How perfect. So there were no majors in the main part of the read at all today, which is very rare. Before the read, Guidance and Transition came up, which is the Hierophant and the Death card. It's also Taurus and Scorpio, which I think came up big time in Scorpio's underlying energy read today. There were 3 swords in this read, 2 pentacles, 3 wands, and 3 cups, so very well distributed. And then we had the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. 3 knights. So 3 knights from today would be to come out on the 30th. But we have 3 knights here. And that was it in the read. Before the read, the Page of Cups came up. So here the Page of Cups came up twice already. And we had 777s in the read. 777s, double 3s, double 8s, and double 10s. Double 3 is the Christ vibration, the 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself. 777s, of course, is that very spiritual energy. And 88 is the twins dancing, both balanced and dancing between their masculine and feminine. And then the 1010 is that very high vibration. We also had the sequence 7, 8, 9, 10, begin again. 23 of the King of Wands. 35 of the 8 of Wands, 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, 78 of the 10 of Pentacles, 89, and that's the reflection of the human body temperature, which is 98, so going off center, getting too hot or too cold. And then 810 also came up with 0 behind 81, which for me is the end of karma. So the code line here is moderation and the number 8. So again, that's very much Leo energy. And we had double 8s as well. And the 144, the 44 is an 8, but plus the 1 is the 9. So everything in moderation on the code line. And the messages came up this way. See with your eyes, the ocean and the unity, Christ consciousness, the show of power, or perhaps the show of power of a nickel. And the Knight of Cups, or the Adept of Chalices, See that show of power of the Knight of Cups, or love. Night 8 of Eve of moderation, or somebody might be moderating as well. There might be a night that you're moderating. Sudden events and a show of power, where 2 nights dance of Sophia's Eve. So instead of Christmas Eve, we're bringing up Sophia's Eve. Since we're taking all this Christmas stuff and bringing it into the feminine energy. The bridge to SAP, which is also the life essence. Also, this acronym was coming up as the Spanish Rail Company. Fine breasts, 6 each, which then made me think of a cow. The after-death test of emotions, night 8 of life, the vital essence. So also the old Knight of Cups walks into that good night in the dance of their life in moderation. See no evil, only love. Night 8, or the after-death test of the dance and the power of Eve backed up by Sophia. Lovers each good. There's an office hall Isis, so ice like in cold ice, and also Isis was coming up, but I'm also getting aces here. So I was getting the image of someone lining their hallways with pictures of gods like Isis and things like that, but acing the office hallway, or a picture of what you represent, what energy you think you represent. So lovers each good with their office hall, Isis or Isis or aces, in the after-death test in the dance of life. There's also a shift or a sift going on here. A chain or elderly department of emotions, heart. And the night, the nighttime or the night, as in the warrior. And the 8, the dance between your masculine and feminine of Eve, the feminine energy. And 8 days a week is coming up right now. 8 days a week. So Eve 8, quantum cores also came up online, from Eve Online. So then I will put in 8 days and 3 nights, or 3 nights and 8 days to see what would come up. And the first thing that came up was shift plan. And shift had nothing to do with what I put in the computer, and I'd just written down shift. And here shift plan came up. It said 6 on, 6 off, 3 days and 3 nights of work, then 6 days off. Alternate with other crews for 24/7 operation, 12-day pattern repeats in cycles of 12 weeks, or in other words, 84 days, which then I wrote 7 feet. Another header that came up was 8 days from 2014. After speaking to party with friends, a 16-year-old goes missing, and her name in this show, I guess, was Amber Stevens. Another header that came up was 3 days and 3 nights from Bible-research.org. Jesus had said he'd be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth, and that was from Matthew 12:40. However, most teach that he was was crucified on Good Friday and resurrected on Easter Sunday, but that would make it 2 nights and only a portion of 3 days. Another header came up, the Hanukkah song, 8 days and nights on YouTube. And then Tokyo itineraries for 8 days were coming up. Bali itinerary for 8 days made our honeymoon perfect, and that was from traveltriangles.com. And then Amakimine319.com came up. It's AMAKIMINE 319.com. 3 nights and 8 days trip. Part 3 and Part 6 came up from Contrail and Runways. And they review travel places. The 6th day came up from in Singapore, and also Abu Dhabi, day 2, and Dubai, day 1. So all of these places came up: Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Singapore, Bali, and Tokyo. And then also 3 to 5 days backpacking through REI. Then this show, Eve, the 11th episode of the X-Files came up, 12/10/93. The girls from Greenwich, with focus being on genetic experiments conducted on sets of twins. Eugenic experiments with ova from the clinic's lab. The Cold War era of the super soldier, the program ID'd produced genetically modified children, ID'd as Adam or Eve. One currently kept in a mental hospital. Eve number 6, who told the last 3 clones, Eves 6, 7, and 8, were institutionalized after the project was canceled. However, Eve 7 escaped and joined a fertility clinic as Sally Kendrick and modified the ova of clinic patients to create new Eve clones. Eve 8, who also escaped, is still at large. Eve 7 abducted twins, Cindy and Tina twins, the girls with accelerated development, when they murdered their fathers, and then poisoned Eve number 7, but the twins play innocent. Tina and Cindy, also known as Eve 9 and 10, end up in the ward with Eve 6. Eventually, a woman wearing a lab coat ID'd as Eve number 8 comes to the ward, and when Eve number 8 asked the girls how they knew she would come for them, the girls responded, "We just know." And that was at 250, which is the High Priestess and the Ten of Cups. Another header came up was St. Walpurgis Night, Walpurga, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. It was coming up as Walpurgis Night or St. Walpurga's Eve, which is also known in other countries as St. John's Eve. 8th century abbess in Francia, April 30th to May 1st. It was coming up first as Germany, but St. John's in other countries in Europe. The saint was hailed for battling pests, rabies, whooping cough, and witchcraft. Another header came up was Knights Templar, a Nightfall TV series with King Philip IV of France, 1013-1307, and it premiered 12/6/2017, but only lasted 2 seasons. It was canceled May of 2020, this year. And then a header came up for Apollo 8, which I watched a little video of that, which actually brought me to tears. It was the first time we blasted off to orbit around the moon. Christmas at the Moon with NASA. This was the original was 12/24/1968, the first orbit, and I think this video was on 12/21/18. It might have been 19, but it said 50 years, so I'm assuming it was the 50-year anniversary, which would be 12/21 or 12/24. I'm not sure which date, but anyway. But Apollo 8 came up. So I started this read on the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, and here's the clarification cards. Beneath the Knight of Swords was the Six of Swords reversed, the Page of Cups reversed, the Guidance card reversed, and Transition upright. So the Knight of Swords in a split or divide, or dealing with a lie, one big one, after no peace, with the Page of Cups reversed, who may be vulnerable, or spoiled kids, or over-emotional without guidance, in a transition, end, death, or transformation, in need of clarity, uncomfortable energies or emotions or feelings, and just over it, the drama of it all, clearly unhappy or dissatisfied, having to stand up or defend oneself to or with a child or children, and no peace. Clearly uncomfortable, unhappy, but now over it, standing up for self to a group or to drama, sudden events, explosions, eruptions, epiphanies about life in general. Clearly the Ten of Cups reverse is unhappy or at a cycle end and uncomfortable with the King of Wands upright, the Man of Passion, and the Four of Cups reverse starting over, no longer bored. Home sweet home, surrendering to get over a loss, regret, the past, and themselves. At 327, which is the Empress and the Ace of Wands. Peter Pan, a long way from home, exhausted or exhausting, getting over it, venting and releasing, any stress from the day or dealing with children. 328 is the Empress and the Two of Wands, the stress, the past, glad your childhood is over, the Knight of Swords speaking their truth, whether others like it or not. Time is not on your side in this downturn, slow motion, justice of being left behind, in exile, destitute, injured, or illness, in a breakup or no affection, or Libra upright with Libra reversed and Gemini reversed put out, or the Judge's final decision. No surprise or perhaps freaked out, with the Page of Pentacles reversed realizing their need for help, to no longer hurt themselves, to self-sabotage, self-mutilate, or self-destruct, deception, or up before dawn, for big love at work with third parties without touching, no longer juggling the Empress and child, catering to Her Majesty and a child who can do no wrong. Under the sea, Little Mermaid and Blue Lagoon, finding the pearl, the love in the strangest or least likely of places, under the sea, sea. Toe hip, hip toe, heel heart, heart heal, no more fiddling or diddling, true love rising by exposed logs and herbs brewing, or potted herbs, in the kitchen before dawn brewing up a storm, without reunion, loving self and self. Third party or social distancing, love without touching, no more shock or deception or hurting each other, big love co-creating at a distance or with third party. Personal growth comes up here, number 7, which is the Chariot, and beneath that, manifestation, which is number 8, the Strength card. Awoke and found a way out, the Page of Wands, inspired to a new life, or to get out of work or debt or doubt. Standing up to light the torch in a breakup, no affection and reaping rewards. Purple tights and under the sea motif with 6 rungs. Third space sheepish picture, freeze frame, so cute. Collecting apples on the farm with flock, seeing each piece of fruit as coins, fortune in the making, falling far from the tree, daydreaming about reigniting with lover, Capricorn reversed, Gemini reversed, and reaping rewards of the Knight of Swords, messenger of truth, getting over shame and guilt of a failed relationship and need for playfulness and no reunion and personal growth. The recent past is the Ten of Pentacles upright, the dream family, passionately offered from one that's over it, but not telling, and the Star, the dreamer, the healer, or dreams come true for the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords, the Divine Feminine in the 5D, looking back to clear, warriors of love. No battle, no competition, no affection or lover, reaping rewards of a big love offered to a Scrooge, holding on tightly, both passion and love on 2 timelines. The Knight of Swords reaping rewards of the Ten of Pentacles family. The foundation here is the 3 of Cups reversed, with third party surrendering to dark night, death, end, transition, or Scorpio. To reap social distancing with release from twin at a distance and the past returning. Third party over confession, dumping a load, released on dark night or Scorpio with a negative past, and over daydreaming in separation, or the past returns to reap rewards of clearing wounds or difficult kids. The central energy here is the 9 of Wands reversed, the surrender, the Knight of Wands rushing back and away from hanging out, rejected with synchronicities and a 5D connection at a distance, or not seeing eye to eye, and the Page of Wands inspired by that. The challenge being the Knight of Cups reversed, jealousy, moodiness, entitlement, insincerity, or feeling rejected. The King of Cups reversed, behind the Queen of Swords speaking, connected to work, and the Page of Pentacles reversed, those in need of help. Weak, in need of courage, working to align with authentic desires. Divorcee, the Queen of Cups, without peace, or no peaceful place to go. And the Queen of Wands explosive, dramatic, or with sudden epiphany, or all hell breaks loose. Or alone because the King of Cups reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed are scared to be around them and would rather be at work or hide behind the Queen of Swords. Death, end, transformation, a manly woman or a womanly man, with revenge on their mind or an agenda. Perhaps Scorpio upright or Taurus reversed, reaping sleazy sex in the living room chair, or the Divine Masculine without peace, alone, sleeping in the living room chair or couch with mirrors so they can see them coming. The Leo reversed or out of control ego at work, unhappy without wish, stuck, broken down, broken up, broken through or in, broken in or whipped. The Page of Pentacles reversed never learns their lesson or needs to learn that the early bird catches the worm. Or the Page of Pentacles reversed is surrounded by Cancer reversed, King of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Cups upright, with the Emperor upright sick or drained, burned or overexposed. The Queen of Cups upright and the King of Cups reversed over the Queen of Wands upright and the King of Swords, with other more important things on their agenda. The Queen of Wands is looking for the King of Swords to say something, but he is silent in his truth. Now is the 7 of Swords passing downloads inspired by illness, crazy kids, or draining circumstances, or Leo reversed. Weak, needing courage and separation and rising above, with no sleep or awake and coming out to reap. Post-war PTSD and holding on loosely, finding peace a big deal. Away. And who's sneaking out at night? No peace with pain in the ass, or ending pain and stepping up to the plate. To take a swing, perhaps. The Knight of Cups reversed, jealous, moody, feeling vulnerable, or two kids suffering in silence, with the evil Empress over the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Cups reversed, never satisfied, no longer at the gate, being told where to go or what to do. Broken in, the Page of Swords is upright, with the Knight of Cups reversed, losing faith, falling from grace, or foolish behavior, screwing up and being called out, announced, and a wake-up call. Judgment, rebirth, seeing angels calling, or Aquarius is over the romantic tie of the past, or this is Taurus or Aries as well at 425, which is the Emperor and the Knight of Wands. Or a past of helplessness and servitude, being whipped or told what to do. The Seven of Cups, fantasy, deception of the King of Wands, who's affectionate, and the Queen of Cups, Cancer, at home, with the King of Cups reversed, and Emperor who's sick or no longer with us, taking care from beyond. Soon as the Knight of Pentacles reversed, stubborn, stuck, on strike, or disabled, home with Hermit, taking a look, and the Page of Pentacles reversed, at work, or in need of work. Perhaps the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed are both in need of work. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, choosing a new path away from those with no intuition or blabbermouths, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, released from prison, anxiety, or fears, offering new passion, growth, and creativity to the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands is not happy about it. The Page of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and Queen of Pentacles all reversed here could be Virgo, Pisces, and stubborn mule, while the King of Pentacles in another location with the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles sovereign ending pain, his own, with their wealth. The Divine Masculine is the Eight of Cups reversed, in an uncomfortable position, receiving love from under the radar without conflict and competition, or losing battle of resistance. Patient Angel, Emperor, or Sagittarius and Aries broken in a state of emergency, with the Devil or Temptation waving, and the Magician, DNA, wanding. Or the Cancer reversed, Capricorn upright, and Virgo upright, or Gemini, broke away from Sag and Aries, or Emperor now pretending to be all innocent. Finances and career comes up here, family, healing family issues, and chemistry for the Divine Masculine. Around him or how he is seen is the Ten of Swords upright, ending pain or a painful end, or surrendering to debt, scam, not sharing, lack of kindness, with Sovereign, with everything except someone to share with. The King of Pentacles reversed, with Empress over the Sovereign, or with both princesses, but owned by them, or in debt, or indebted to them. The block here is the Eight of Wands reversed, not telling of the deception, or up before dawn trying to rebalance the equity of finances. Issues with expressing feelings, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, with Pisces reversed and or Cancer reversed at 444, or one with no emotions, or 0 water in their chart. Moderation comes up, but even more so for the masculine here is music and leadership. Released from energetic vampiring. The King of Pentacles reversed is no superhero. The twin flames, or choosing a new path, with home, union, and the King of Cups reversed, and the Emperor upright, drained, burned, sick, overexposed, or with crazy kids, or Leo reversed, and the King of Pentacles reversed, released by their twin flame. The twin flame, Queen of Wands, and King of Swords, or the Queen of Wands is choosing a new path with their lawyer. Since the King of Wands with fantasy affections, that's why she may have a lawyer, the twin flames co-creation or workplace without the Ten of Cups reversed involved, who may be stealing or running away from the Ace of Pentacles offer to the broken heart, separation, or bleeding hearts club. Or the Ten of Cups reversed family stole the money that was supposed to go toward heart surgery or separation or punitive damages at 452, the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. Or it was a rainy day fund that someone stole. Choosing the path of co-creation with the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower, or reaping rewards rising above drama, post-war of growth spurt with the Ten of Pentacles, dream, family, business, or community, or legacy. Peace times with the Magician, separation from patient angel, sovereign, in a divorce or justice, or Libra, Sag, Virgo, or Gemini. breaking patterns with the Six of Cups reversed, being weak and giving in to kids, and or a Leo reversed out of control. The Knight of Swords, third party, uncomfortable, ending pain, with the Ten of Pentacles in surrender, that family, business, or legacy, and the challenge being the Knight of Cups, reversed, jealousy, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, stubborn and obstinate, not expressing their feelings about passing downloads and taking a risk, with the twin flames co-creating with the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower, and rising above the drama to end the war, and enjoy the dream, heaven on earth, together. The Knight of Swords, messenger of truth, the 5D message to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or legacy, reaping rewards of their efforts, the Three of Cups, social distancing, bad influences, and or third party, and surrendering to take a risk and pass downloads to the Divine Feminine, challenged by the Knight of Cups reversed in uncomfortable feelings or energies about the Knight of Pentacles reversed, twin flames, ending pain, painful ending and or betrayal, by not expressing their true feelings and desires, delaying communications and travels and heated debates, the twin flame choice of path of co-creation at the E-Tower above the fray, above from the nosebleeds of the Ten of Pentacles, post-war, post-growth spurt of the frog becoming the prince. Surrender to downloads and the twin flame journey, uncomfortable receiving 30 pieces of silver, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, not wanting to be owned by anyone's family. So it's the ending of the pain, the ending of that dream family, business, or community, because here the masculine or the twins not wanting to be owned by anyone's family. Surrendering to the Knight of Cups reversed, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, who need to express, and not just through downloads and choice of path at 513, which is the Hierophant and the 13 of death and transition, transformation, and endings. So that is the read. I'm going to pull you an energy card. What time is it? It is 27:03 on the clock, which is the Ace of Wands and the Empress, abundance. So new passion, perhaps for the Empress or for abundance. So let's see. For everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all that is concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn for the Divine Masculine, twin flames? What is our takeaway from this read? Okay, what is our takeaway today from this read? 24. I think that's what time I cut the deck for the read too, at 24. So this is about, when one window falls out, there's plenty of other doors and windows to open. There are adjacent possibilities. 24 is also the end of karma on the community scale I was given information about. Whereas 81 is more of a universal end of karma. 24 is like on that family community level, the end of karma. It's also Omega, the end of the Greek alphabet. So appreciation is also coming up here. So showing appreciation for not just your light, but your shadow side. Loving all parts of yourself. And this is very much a creative energy with the 24. Very, creative, magnanimous. Even can be like a popular energy or just beautiful energy. It's that very physical, workout type person, star type energy. That's the 24. But there's a shadow side to that, and to show appreciation, not just for yourself, but for others. That may be coming up with that energy. And then we have the 45 of the king, the man holding the heart. So maybe he needs to be shown some appreciation, and he may be grieving right now. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the all tied up energy. Someone might be playing games, or tying your hands. The King of Wands comes up here, the Man of Passion. So he may be tied up because people are playing games with him, or he may be playing games with others. All right, but this is the underlying energy here, and that can be a child giving him a hard time too. And then here's the energy here. Okay, so I hope that was helpful to you guys. Have an amazing day tomorrow, 28th. 28 is the Two of Wands, the twin flames. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. It's 29:29. And as always, you guys, make sure you're good to yourselves and rise and be love. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.